have arrived at our first camp of the year in Michigan. Actually, it's not the first camp of the year. We were in Florida and I took a couple trips, but here we are in one of our favorite locations, Lost Oaks. We're in a different spot than we normally are in, a little bit more secluded, away from the bathroom. And tonight I am making a fabulous meal. So give me a thumbs up if you think this looks pretty good for a camp meal. Trying it out for the first time. We had to leave the big girl at home because she's got some issues with some lifters making a bunch of noise. So we were trying out our little setup with our two-door, which didn't turn out too bad. We had to bring a trailer just because we aren't prepared for putting the tent on the top. So we got everything in that we needed. One thing I realized is that we don't need as much stuff as what we normally take. So Jim's in there setting up and I am cooking, getting things rolling so we can sit and veg. Pretty soon we'll make a fire and be on our way.
Give it hell! Little more.
Took the two-door out this weekend and attempted to get up this really steep, probably about 28 degrees going up, sandy road. Not very many of us even tried it. The guy coming up now, he was hauling butt. He didn't make it either. But it was fun to try. Gotta try all these things after Maris.
Hey, this is Lori. Thanks for tuning in to Jeepin' Over 50. Jim and I hit the trails with our good friends Matt and Jamie, our camping and trail buddies. Today we found Yuma Hills. We found it on Onyx. It was a blue trail. We're kind of tired of green trails in Michigan. Of course, that's a lot of what it is. But we had a nice surprise of finding this little off-camber, rutted out trail that it didn't seem like too many people have been down yet this year. The woods was just coming out into full leaf and the tone of the woods was orange and yellow. We really enjoyed this trail. I hope you like our video because we had a great time just messing around, checking things out. We will see you at the end. This is the road less traveled. This is called Yuma Hills in central Michigan near Marietta, and maybe there's even a little town called Yuma. Jamie's Gladiator has a little extra junk in her trunk. I had to turn my lockers on to go up this little area. It's kind of deep. I added a little comparison here for Jamie to look at herself when she watches this video. So on the right is when we were at Bull Gap and she was on 3 wheels and thought she was going to tip. She was nowhere close to tipping. So on the left, this was after Maris, and she had experienced a whole bunch of off-camber stuff. Here she is testing out her new skills.
And there she goes. And that's what we call sexy flexy.
Right.
This is what happens when your wife and her traveling buddy go to Texas for a week. Us guys are out videoing everything, and they're doing all the challenges. A year ago, Jamie would have been like freaking out. Oh yeah, she's getting some flex there.
That was totally not cool. That did not work out so well for me.
There's not a lot of challenges here in Michigan, so when you do find one, I guess you got to do it again in the opposite direction.
Once you've been to the Palo Duro Canyon in Maris Adventure Park, you just go out and look for things that are challenging. Not much challenging in Michigan, except when we found this cool little place in Yuma Hills. This was a nice surprise, so we played around with the off-camber stuff. It was about 25 degrees pitch. Can't really tell in the picture, but it was fun to just kind of try things out. I didn't use my sway bar, so I could really feel how this two-door works and all this little technical stuff. So this trail here in Michigan is a trail I've gone down about 5 times as of today. It's not my favorite trail. It makes me very nervous because it is very tight and extremely, I don't know what you call it, low-hanging branches. No one travels down this road. So now we have a little obstacle. Jim is very excited that he can use his electric chainsaw because we have to cut a really skinny little tree down that's blocking our way. Just this little one. Jim wants to use his electric chainsaw with the new blade so bad.
No, I don't have the new blade.
Oh, okay. And Matt's just gonna whack it with a stick. Oh no. Or just pull it out of the ground. He wants to cut it. He jumped out of the Jeep so fast.
stuff right here.
This trail is really creepy. Every time I've gone down it, I've been like,
Did you see this? How freshly
Yes.
broken the tree was?
I was gonna go back here, but
A picture for you.
did you? I gotta walk back here. There was a tree that was freshly just snapped. Oh yeah, here it is. We went down this trail by ourselves probably 2 years ago. Then we took Mason and Aubrey and her new to her Jeep. I think we did it one other time last year, and now this year. Like, I should know better by now that I need to mark it on my Onyx. Look at this. Nature. All the way up. It's just hanging. Can't even see the branch. Oh, it's hanging by another tree. This skinny tree right here. Caught it up there. Whew. Glad I wasn't here to hear that sound. That's gonna be it for now. Check back in a couple weeks when we head to the Manistee River area in the forest and camping by the wonderful river. See you soon.